Hi, I'm Hannah and this is Advice from Rakota. Today we'll be doing a home exercise program using dumbbells to keep our arms strong, maybe after a rehab stay or just to keep our arms strong and independent as we go through our lives. So we'll start with a quick warm-up. So we're going to take our shoulders and really roll them forward and then squeeze our shoulder blades nice behind our back, really emphasizing the rolling and squeezing. And we'll do this just a couple of times to get our arms warmed up. Okay, we'll move into shoulder shrugs. So we're moving our shoulders up to touch the bottoms of our ears and then relaxing them down, up and down. We'll do that just a few times. And then we'll go into our rows. So hands out in front of us, like we're pulling a row or back, squeezing our shoulder blades, and we'll go through this a couple times. I love using dumbbells with my workouts as I feel like it gives our muscles a little push. TheraBand is great too, so check out my other videos on that. And we'll end with some backward shoulder rolls. So now we'll pick up our weights. I'll be using 3-pound weights, but you use what you have or what feels comfortable for you. If you don't have weights, you can pick up some water bottles, anything for a little bit of added resistance. We will scoot forwards in our chair, bring our spine nice and straight, and we'll begin with bicep curls. We'll do 10 of them. So we just bend at our elbows, bringing our palms to reach our shoulders, and then slowly and carefully bringing them down and repeating 10 times. Three more. And now we'll go directly into overhead press. So we'll flip our palms forward and bring our dumbbells up to the ceiling and down. Nice and controlled movements. So we're feeling that resistance through our muscles. Remember to use your breath. Three more. Last one. Bring your weights down, shake out your arms. We'll do a little bit of a rest break here, and we'll do those 2 exercises again. So use this time to catch your breath. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let that heart rate come down before we start again. Grab our weights and begin again with 10 repetitions of our bicep curls. Halfway. Remember to breathe. Directly set up for our overhead press. Palms facing forward, hands to the ceiling. Suck in that stomach. Three more. And rest. Catch our breath here. Maybe give your shoulders a little bit of a circle. Nice and controlled breathing in through the nose Out through the mouth, while we give our heart rate a chance to slow down. We'll set up, we'll start with forward raises. So what we'll do is 10 on each arm. We're bringing our hand to shoulder height and down. Begin with me. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're breathing and your core is nice and tight. Last one each arm. Great. We'll go directly into forward punches. So bring your weights back and we're just punching one arm forward, nice and controlled punch. So we're engaging our muscles instead of just flopping our arm right out in front of us. 10 on each arm again. Make sure you're breathing and you're using your core to stabilize. Two more on each arm. 10, 10, nice. Little rest, shake your arms out. We'll give this about 30 seconds while we take this time to focus on your breathing. And we do those same exercises one more round through. So in a few seconds, we'll start with our forward arm raises. Set up our dumbbells. Begin with me. There's 1. We're just stopping at shoulder height. Make sure you're breathing. Two more in each arm. And you made it. Let's set up for our punches. 10 on each arm. So nice tall spine, sucked in belly, punch. Halfway. Nine and 10. Catch up on your breathing. And if your pace is a little slower and you're not quite getting to the 10, like me, that's okay. Just complete whatever you can in that interval. Go your pace, whatever is right for you. Take a nice deep breath for me, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and we'll set up for 2 fresh exercises. So this is called an upright mow. So I always tell people to imagine they're starting a lawnmower, but you're using both hands, a very stubborn lawnmower. So you're starting with your hands at your knees. You're leading with the elbows. So go ahead and start with me. Leading with the elbows, hands up to your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades behind your back. So there's 1. Lead with your elbows, 2. So your elbows should be coming a little bit under shoulder height, not down here. 3, 4, halfway. Make sure you're breathing. 9, 10. Shake it out. This is our shoulder burner. So we'll go to our butterfly wings. Nice tall spine, shoulders squeezed back and down, a little bend in the elbow, bringing your hands up to shoulder height and down like you're flying. There's 2. We're doing 10 or however many you can fit in with me. Nice and controlled movement. 5. Feel that burn. 2 more, you got this. 10, nice work. Shake out those arms, give your shoulders a little break, and catch your breath. Your heart rate should be a little bit up, so we're giving it a little time to lower. And let's do those 2 exercises again. Get ready to start that lawnmower, hands at the knees, squeezing your shoulder blades, leading with the elbows. Halfway. 8, 9, last one, you can do it. And 10. Little circle before we start flying away with our butterfly wings. Hands out to the sides, slight bend in that elbow. Shoulder blades squeeze back and down. And we're lifting our hands to shoulder height like we're flying. There's 1, 2. If this is really hard for you, split it up. Try 1 arm at a time, so we'll count that as 3. Eight, we have 2 more. 1 more, you got this. 10, shake it out. We've come to our last 2 exercises. We'll do them 10 times each, 2 rounds through. So take a few deep breaths with me as we start to begin. And we'll first set up for our shoulder retraction. So we'll bring our dumbbells to touch right in front of us. We are bringing our elbows behind our backs, squeezing our shoulder blades, bringing our dumbbells back to touch. So there's 1. Squeezing those shoulder blades behind you, opening the chest. 3. Make sure you're breathing. 9, 10, nice. Shake it out, and we'll go to a tricep exercise. We'll do this 1 hand at a time. I'll start with my right hand, bringing my elbow up, and I'm not gonna let my elbow drop when I do this. So my elbow is slightly above my shoulder, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm throwing something, really straightening my arm. There's 1. The more you straighten your arm, the more you're getting that tricep to work. We're at 5. Really squeeze that arm straight. 6. 9. Last one, 10. Your right hand gets to relax. We're doing your opposite hand, or arm, I mean. So we're gonna bring our elbow nice and high, slightly above the shoulder, or wherever you can maintain that nice elbow height. Do not let your elbow drop. And we're going to throw straight in that arm as much as you can. Really get that tricep working. Make sure you're breathing. This is 8. We have 2 more. You got it. 9, 10. Give our arms a little break, about 30 seconds here. And breathe. Nice deep breaths. They help us control our heart rate, bring everything kind of back to normal. We have one more round of exercises and you've made it through. So we'll start to set up for our shoulder retraction. So palms facing you with dumbbells to touch, leading with our elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades back behind you, bringing your dumbbells to touch. You're pretending maybe there's like a walnut on your spine in between your shoulder blades, and you're using your shoulder blades to crack open that walnut. That's as strong as we're gonna get. 5. Make sure you're breathing. 2 more. 10. Good job. We just have our last round of throwing, axe throwing. Okay, elbow up nice and high. Don't let that elbow drop. Straightening that arm as much as you can and coming back nice and slow. 10 on each arm. The straighter you get your arm, the stronger you get your tricep. You got 2 more. 10, and you're done with that right arm. We'll finish out nice and strong with your left arm, or whatever, the opposite arm of what you just did. Elbow nice and high. No letting the elbow drop. You got this. Straighten your arm. You're halfway. 5. 9. 1 more. 10. Whew, nice work. You made it through. We'll take a few minutes, maybe not a few minutes, just a little bit of time to cool down our arms for all that work that we did today. Just as important to cool down your arms as it is to strengthen them. One of my favorite stretches is clasping your fingers, and then you're going to flip your palms open and press out. And you might not be able to get the same motion as me. You might look like this, but you're actively trying to open your palms, focusing on that extension. And if you're feeling good, raise your arms up and over that head. And back down in front of you. Flipping your palms back towards to face you, shaking your hands out, thumbs up, squeezing our shoulder blades, opening our chest, and then giving ourselves a nice big hug. One more time, opening that chest. Opposite hand on top, if you remember what that one that is. Nice big hug, opening through the back of your shoulder blades. We'll end with 2 breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more. Stay tuned for more home exercise programs to keep you mobile, strong, and independent. We'll be uploading 1 new exercise video a week, so make sure you check that out, follow along, subscribe, like, comment. Have a great day.